Alright, basketball family, let's settle this once and for all. Who is the king of the paint? The top dog among centers in basketball history. We've talked point guards, shooting guards, small forwards, and power forwards. Now it's time to dive into the big men who've ruled the court. You know how it goes. In a game where the goal's 10 feet up, having height's a massive advantage. And throughout NBA history, centers have often been the game changers, the ones who turn the tide of the game. From the era-defining dominance of Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain to the modern-day maestros like Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, the role of the center has constantly evolved. But who stands above them all? Let's hit this list real quick before we deep dive into the greatest of all time. At number 10, Bill Walton, a visionary with passing skills and a defensive edge, though plagued by injuries. Number 9, Patrick Ewing, anchored the Knicks with his scoring and defense, making them a constant threat. Moses Malone at 8, the master of offensive rebounds and a steady scorer. Then there's Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon at 7, a defensive nightmare and a man with moves for days. David Robinson, the Admiral, comes in at 6, a stats beast and a pivotal figure for the Spurs. Number 5, Wilt the Still Chamberlain, the man of many records and a force of nature in his time. Bill Russell, Mr. 11 Rings, a defensive genius, sits at number 4. Number 3, Tim Duncan, the big fundamental, the cornerstone of the Spurs dynasty. And Shaq the Diesel, larger than life in every way, holds down the number 2 spot. But now let's focus on the man at the summit, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Why is he the GOAT among centers? For starters, this man's accolades are off the charts. 19 All-Star appearances, 15 All-NBA selections, 11 All-Defensive selections, and let's not forget those 6 NBA titles and 6 MVPs. We're talking about a career that's a highlight reel of greatness. Kareem wasn't just about putting up numbers, he revolutionized the game. His signature move, the skyhook, became one of the most iconic and unguardable shots in basketball. The way he glided on the court, combining grace with power, was something to behold. He dominated the game on both ends of the floor, making him a threat no matter where he was. But Kareem's impact wasn't just about his on-court skills. Let's talk longevity. The man was a force for 2 decades, maintaining elite performance through different eras of the NBA. That kind of staying power is rare. He wasn't just surviving in the league, he was shaping it year after year. Think about this. Kareem is the NBA's all-time leading scorer. That's a record that speaks volumes, not just about his ability to score, but about his consistency and endurance. And then there's his 6 MVP awards, more than any other player in the history of the league. In a sport full of legends, that's a stat that sets you apart. But here's where Kareem truly stands out: adaptability. Basketball has evolved dramatically over the years, and Kareem's ability to remain not just relevant but dominant from the 70s into the 90s is a testament to his greatness. His game wasn't just effective, it was timeless. He could score, he could defend, he could pass. Kareem brought a complete package to the court every single night. Now, let's not forget the intangibles. Leadership, the ability to inspire teammates, the drive to be the best. Kareem had all of these in spades. He wasn't just a player, he was a mentor, a role model on and off the court. His influence extends beyond stats and titles. It's not the mark he left on the game and on the players who followed. So, why is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar the best center of all time? It's not just the records or the championships. It's the way he played the game, the way he led his teams, the way he carried himself. He wasn't just a center, he was the center, a player who redefined what it meant to dominate in the paint. But hey, that's our take. Now we want to hear from you. Do you agree that Kareem is the greatest center to ever play the game? Or do you have another GOAT in mind? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you love diving deep into basketball history and debates, hit that like button, smash subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Until next time, keep living and breathing basketball and always respect the legends of the game.